Alright guys, I'm back. Alright, so now today we're going to discuss a few items. The first one is Sidney Powell got fired from the Trump legal team. She got fired from the Trump legal team. That's what they're telling you. No, she didn't. Sidney Powell and Lin Wood both are self-financed lawyers who are going against the Democratic Party, who are trying to steal our election. They're both self-financed. If you don't believe me, you can go to defendingtherepublic.org, put the www.defendingtherepublic.org in to get to the page, because if you do it as a Google search, you'll never find it. You'll find something else, is something totally different, and they'll say, no, we're not doing it anymore, she's got her own page. But www.refundingtherepublic.org. That's the website to go to help finance Sidney Powell. And I don't know if Lin Wood is getting financed through that either. I think it's just Sidney Powell. But they're doing this on their own. They're doing it for the American people. They're not doing it for Donald Trump. They're not doing it for the RNC. They're not doing it for anybody but themselves, to prove what happened in this election, to prove that there is a major fraud going on. And I'll be honest with you, I've got Sidney Powell's book right up here over my shelf called License to Lie. She knows how they work. She's already been fighting them all. And that lady came right out and said, I will not accuse anybody of anything if I don't have evidence. Well, apparently she's got an awful lot of evidence. So that brings us to Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson requested her to send him evidence, and she refused. I mean, she did give up an affidavit that was signed. She also gave up another person that was willing to testify in court. That wasn't good enough for Tucker Carlson. No, I want more evidence. Sidney Powell is not required to give Fox News or any other lamestream media outlet or anybody what she has for evidence. That's for the court to decide. That's not for them. All they would do is just publish it and try to smear her, as they've done in the past. I mean, they've always tried to smear Sidney Powell. Always. Because she's such a good lawyer. They don't want her to be around. They want her to just disappear. Thankfully for the Republican Party, all of us conservatives out here today that believes that we understand what happened, she's not part of that. She's going independent. Because you know what's going to happen? It's not just against the Democratic Party. There's going to be Republicans going down with Sidney Powell's testimony in court. I hope she makes it all the way to the Supreme Court. If she makes it all the way to the Supreme Court, they just blew all this shit out of the water. Part of what did they blow away? Dominion voting systems. Those guys were asked to go in front of a court. It might have been the Senate, I don't know, and testify. They refused. They totally outright refused. But I did read within their documentation for their voting system that there is a way to throw a vote. That's sad. I mean, we're talking, you can just take anybody's vote that you don't like and throw them out. And actually one of the guys from Dominion actually came out and said, fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. He won't win. Well, that's pretty much saying, yeah, you made your system so that Trump can't win. Congratulations. Why people are using your systems in our country, I don't know. I will say this, I know that it costs $100 million to have your system put into a city, and the person that pays the money can get the vote changed to the way they want it to be. That's pretty sad. Actually, Elizabeth Warren and Senator Klobuchar actually both came out and said Dominion voting systems can be manipulated. And that was before Trump even became into office. And we're not supposed to pay attention to that now. That's out of there. I have to give Cindy Powell a lot of credit. She created a Twitter hashtag, which I've been following and I'm really liking. It's called Kraken on Steroids. And I don't know if you're familiar with Kraken is, but Kraken is, we're blowing all this shit out of the water. We're done with it. Now, we've had 4 years of Russia collusion all the time while Trump has been in office. That's never been proven. Ever. They actually proved that it wasn't proven. And now they're saying, well, you know, that was the Trump invited the Russians in to interfere with our election, and now they're saying, no, interference is impossible. Well, if you thought you had it for 4 years when he ran for the first term, saying, yeah, it's very possible, and Russian did it, and now you're coming back in and saying, no, it's impossible to interfere in our elections. Well, where does that leave you? Seriously, where does that leave you? I'm going to say right now, I'm going to say it leaves you in a very, very big hole you've dug for yourself, and I can't wait. This is going to be the biggest shit show I've ever seen in my life, where we have Sidney Powell and Lin Wood coming out as independents, not part of the RNC, not part of the Trump team, which they never were before. They couldn't be fired because they weren't hired. And they're going to bring out all this evidence, and they're going to share just exactly what happened in this election. And I will be honest with you, I hope they do it, and I hope they do it quick. Because Trump won this election by millions of votes, and the Democratic Party's been trying to steal it from day one. Trying. I don't think they've won. I actually think that the DNC and Joe Biden's camp and everybody else that's in bed with them have really lost this election. I really do. I believe that to be the honest God's truth. We'll wait for the court to decide, but that's my belief, and I hope you believe the same with me, because there's no way that Biden could have beat Obama's numbers and beat Trump's. There's no way. Trump beat Biden, there's no doubt. But Biden beat Obama? I doubt it. Trump beat Biden. Trump beat Obama. That's my rant for tonight. I hope you all enjoy it. Pass it out if you want to share it.